Call this meeting to order. Flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any citizen desiring to be heard?
Actually, I would like to be heard.
Sure.
I just have a question. I need to know where we are with the TIF project. My board is curious, and I'm wondering if we could have the either the Loves people or the contractor to your next board meeting, maybe to report on where they are and when they might begin, or let the bids, or have they let the bids, or where are we?
I can tell you that they have a contractor contracted for this. The project itself is going to be pretty major because it's very, very long. And they have to have dry weather in order to do it, because if water comes down that pipe, it causes all kinds of problems. So they were up north, and I don't know if they're finished there. I'm hoping that they come here this week, because it requires about 3 days of dry weather for them to do that. But it is a high priority, I can tell you that. And they're wanting to get it in ASAP. So we don't know when it's going to be.
But you're talking about the
sewer line.
They do have a contractor for the sewer line?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's the TIF that we're talking about.
Okay, so they're waiting on the weather,
Yeah.
is that right?
And they're going to be doing that Midwest here just pretty quick.
Okay.
Don't know yet.
Has anyone talked to Dan McMahon, the attorney?
No.
No, okay. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Is that sufficient, or do you want, I can get somebody there. I can get the contract, the project supervisor there.
I kind of like to hear it
That's
if
no
you don't
problem.
mind.
Okay. I'll get with him and we'll have him come to this next meeting. Very
Okay.
pleasant individual,
Thank you.
anybody, so. All right, no other citizens to be heard. Item 4, consideration possible action on approving minutes of May 29, 2015. I guess I'll second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Abstain. Okay, motion passes. Item 5, consideration of possible action on approving resolution proclaiming an emergency disaster due to heavy rain occurring May 23 through 30th, 2015. You want me to read this?
This is just gonna be in case we need it. I don't know if we're gonna have enough just yet. I mean, from what I've heard from you guys, it's been kind of major collectors on roads. If something's changed, let me know. But FEMA won't help with that. But we needed to do this in case there was stuff out there that I wasn't aware of. So it's
Yeah,
just
we
a
have.
check in the box for right now. It may
Okay.
not need it, but if we do, I'm covered. We're covered, basically is what it says.
What's the threshold number that we're looking for?
It was $145,000. That was in 2013. I think it may have been upped a little bit because it's based off of the census. And I've asked OEM Friday what if that number is still correct, and I hadn't heard back. But I know it's like it's just a tad under 145, like 144,000. I want to say it's $895 or $835.
But how did you have any numbers so far?
Well, from what you guys have told me, that you hadn't really, I mean, you've had some, but you hadn't told me exactly how many. I know Mike had mentioned there really wasn't any major damages. Then I'm aware of the Marvin's Bridge on Seward Road, that's a major collector, so FEMA doesn't cover those. But I haven't heard anything else from you guys.
And we've got several big ones that have been blown out. It's just,
I
those
think-
things, I mean, like his bridges, we've got 10 ones with the same kind of issue.
Okay. I mean, if there's enough there, we'll have to meet that FEMA threshold. The city really, I haven't heard anything back from the city. Tinny and I talked last Friday morning, or Monday morning during the flood. It didn't appear they were gonna have anything major.
Up north, I mean, we got it pretty good, I can show you.
Okay.
I can
Well,
see
and this
that
will be a
much
check
down.
in the box, so if we think we have enough, we can start the process
All right.
and go from
Did
there.
you have something for the board to sign? You got a
Here's
document?
You got a resolution here.
Yeah.
You need a motion.
Well, I'd like to look at it.
So I would, if you guys, if you send me kind of your areas, and I think you guys, Monty, I think you've been taking pictures, hopefully you guys, if you had anything, you've taken pictures before you fixed anything.
I'll second.
We gotta go
Do we have a
from there.
motion yet? To approve this?
No, not yet.
Make a motion.
I
Mike makes a
know,
motion now, for that. I'll second.
I know a lot of the folks from OEM are working on the tornado from the second week of May. So it's gonna be a little bit before anybody gets up here to kind of look to see, but.
Along those lines, David, I'd like to publicly commend you for your help with the minor emergency we had over in our district with Northern Dam that was about to wash out.
Thank you.
Appreciate your assistance. I know that township over there does as well.
Thank
You were on it and got it resolved in a timely manner. I appreciate that a lot. One of the other things that goes along with this, Randy Robinson from ACO or whoever sent out an email about emergency relief program this weekend. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at that or not, but it's actually pretty extensive. It talks about repairing major collector roads, applying for that. And I got a copy of this for each one of you if you want one. And I know y'all have seen this major collector map before, right? But that's, got one for you, David.
Okay.
So what they've asked us to do basically is they've got an automated online website where we can file for issues with major collector roads. And I've already registered. Basically all you gotta do is just log on and to this address here, and it'll send you back a password where you can log on and put the information for your major collectors in that system. David, I brought a whole copy of this for you if you want,
Okay.
if you want to keep it. I don't know how much you've been involved in road issues, but that's the whole package. Thank you, sir. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up and let you know that was available.
Thank you.
Yep. That's all I have, sir.
Call for a vote.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Carries.
I have nothing for items 6 and 7.
Item consideration top action on the consent agenda.
I have one transfer, Chairman, this would be for you as officer on the board there. Also, I have no transfers for fiscal year to fiscal year. Cash funds. Mm-hmm.
$16,000. Going down, down, down. That's all it's going.
Troy, do you know why that CDRI keeps going down?
I have no idea.
Besides the legislature need it somewhere else.
Mm. Yeah, and they've capped us now, on our monthly distribution of motor vehicle use tax. That was at 13%, right about that. So if that grows in funding, all that extra funding will go to the general fund.
Actually, this
Not the road
drop in
maintenance.
CBRI funds was expected as the number of gallons of gasoline keeps going down, people are buying. That's gonna cost that fund. You'd think with somebody that's coming up, that might pick up.
Yeah.
You know, Randy Robinson doesn't seem to think that'll affect us in this coming year. But in the future, as it grows, it definitely will. Sales tax,
Just a bit.
sales tax distribution per district now is, this month is 26,870.
David, if you'd like to take a tour, I can take you for a tour on damage sites.
If you'd like to go crawl under some bridges, give me a holler.
Like I said, keep track of everything that you guys have spent and done, pictures. You gotta get things back open, but you'll know what you spent.
I got good news this morning, just had 2 more. So. And it's a yes. Both of them within a half mile of
Mm.
You definitely got hit though.
He did, especially there north and west of Mohawk. What was that, about 2 hours it took for like 7 inches or something, 5 to 7 inches?
Yeah,
That's a heck of a lot of water.
you know, overall, things are really in pretty good shape. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got problems, but, as far as the roads go, the roads are pretty good. It's just the structures couldn't handle the water. Too much water.
That's for sure.
But on the road side, I mean, I was fairly pleased with the way they took it.
As much as there was and as fast as it came, it must have packed it in pretty good.
Just full of water. But the ponds are full.
Yes. Farmers are happy.
I don't know about that.
They got water for the cattle.
I'm glad they weren't already full, or we'd had some roads
Yeah.
washed out.
Also, if you notice, those cattle are nice and clean, so.
That's true too, yeah. Yeah, and the grass will grow tall, so there's lots of good grass to eat.
But Canton Lake, it ain't full yet, is it?
No, no,
Them poor guys.
yeah.
Just we could pipe some of that up there.
Well, I hear they keep letting water out of it. The Corps of Engineers is letting water out of it.
Oh, really?
Because they're doing some kind of work on the spillway dam or something. But yeah, it's one of those deals. Apparently they need to do some work on it because it won't hold all the water that it's capable of.
So is that it on our agenda?
Not yet.
Consent?
Commissioner Goodman's still working
Oh,
on
he's still
cash
working on
funds.
it. Okay. Yeah, we came out pretty good. A lot of potholes on dirt gravel. A few washouts. Nothing that can't be handled. I think that new water pipeline that Real Water put in for 10 miles actually did more good than harm for our easements and stuff. So I'm pretty pleased with the work they did.
You want me to keep this in the folder?
I
Okay,
thought you might need one.
thank you.
Pretty sure I already got one. So they got that 72 million out of our serve. Yeah, well, talk about it.
You know, you make a pretty good clerk for the clerk.
Yes, Cleveland County got hit pretty hard.
Logan County got blasted, of that Wilson Lyles there in, Lane, got
What's brought
terribly damaged. She's
Brought
got,
Cleveland in his district, once he got $7
Right.
to worry about.
yeah,
It's kind of like.
he got hammered.
You know, we share that Waterloo Road down there, right?
Yeah.
I talked to him this week, and we got, that thing is blown up too. I mean, as far as getting washed out, we got some major problems there. With that, legislation just passed that he sponsored, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
He was the one that's making noises that he'd be happy to help. We'll see.
Yeah, step up.
Having nothing else, that would conclude the consent agenda.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda items.
Second.
Sign them all.
All those in favor? Aye. Any citizens desiring to be heard? Moving on, comments, announcements, questions by the Board of County Commissioners.
Only thing I got is I'd like to have a special meeting so we can do our estimate of needs. I'd like to do it this week if possible. Cynthia is gonna be gone shortly, just, I think.
I'm gonna be out Thursday and Friday.
I'd like for her to be a part of it.
On this
Wednesday afternoon's a bad time for me as well.
house Wednesday morning, that's the soonest we could do it to meet the 48 hours.
Wednesday morning works for
We
me.
could do like 10 a.m. on Wednesday.
It's fine.
Works for me.
Works for me. Okay.
Also, commissioners, I was wondering if it might be possible, the striping and handicap parking areas on Harrison and around have faded extremely. The paint has worn a lot off the markings on those. And I wondered if we might be able to get those done, or at least get it encumbered this month and try to get those redone.
I don't have a problem with it.
No problem. No problem at all. And Randy said any of these SERP projects we have and such, anything we can do to get it all moving and everything, we really need to do that because next year they're gonna really raid that SERP fund. And
Tell Randy
So
if they
we'll-
get their fingers out of the pie, maybe we can get them projects.
Yeah, if they get between
Yeah.
us, if they quit getting between us and the money, it would help.
I've had conversation with Senator Griffin, and she is like mine, and I'm kind of wondering if there's not going to be some kind of legislation going through, possibly introduced anyhow this coming year. So we'll see how that works out.
I haven't figured out how the CED district helps us any at all besides taking away part of the money.
It's a nice expense account and nice pickup truck and office and all that stuff for somebody to tell us we don't have enough money.
Pretty much go down once a month and they feed you lunch and all that if you'll stay and eat. On taxpayers' dime, they're just gonna do dry.
I don't think it's right either. And maybe that's something that we should add to one of the meetings to discuss, because I think there's other options, from my understanding of the CED process, that we have as a county, as a board, if you want to talk about it.
Everyone knows my feelings on CEDs. I can go on and on and on.
I've had the same discussion with Carol, and Carol has no problem with it whatsoever. She's ready to work that direction as well, but Carol Klein with RC.
So Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock. We're good with it?
That would be
Yeah.
about the soonest to make the calling
I'm
notice.
okay with that.
That's all I have. I got a meeting tomorrow with the DA on that pass program. It's out today, so, not the DA, but the assistant DA. I'm gonna go over that with them and
Wow.
Judge Dool and see if that's something they're gonna utilize or not.
I've already had this conversation with the judges, and they're all for it. And Regina ZMAC is all for it because she wants some accountability. So I don't see any issue there. Our last meeting, of course, they're saying no fees more than $25.
I don't see how that's up to the court clerk. I mean, the paper says it's up to the judge, so let's see if the judge wants to.
Exactly.
But, what's something else? I don't know what it is. It's pretty good too. I guess I'll let it go. Heck when that happens.
What?
Yeah, exactly what?
So, item 11, considering possible action on adjournment.
I'll move.
Second.
All in favor, aye.